Hi, I'm Amanda Haas. Let's talk marinades. You know, you open a recipe in the newest magazine and there are like 20 ingredients for a marinade and you just don't want to deal. Good news, my friends. You can make your own. It does not have to be that hard. I'm thinking I want to do something for a cut like a flank steak or a tri-tip, and I want to make more of an Asian profile on this one. I actually have some light sesame oil. I love using dark as well, but I'm just using what I've got today. Here's the best part about marinades too. You don't have to worry about what order you're putting these things in. Okay, so instead, like I said, of a vinegar, I'm gonna do citrus this time. Couple things. I want the zest in there. Totally different flavor than the juice itself. Okay, now I'm gonna show you a little trick for cutting limes to get the most yield out of them, which I love. Instead of cutting them in half, which you could certainly do and put them through a citrus press, cut the bottom off to create a stable surface, and then cut around the center in thirds. Don't ask me why. This is Mother Nature at her best. You leave that center right there and look at all the juice yield you get off of it. Boom. So easy. Now the thing is, marinades are gonna be a lot more concentrated in flavor than the finished product, right? So don't worry if you taste your marinade and you're like, it's too salty, it's too acidic. It's gonna mellow with time and with whatever protein you're using. Let's think sweet. Brown sugar. I don't like to use too much because it'll caramelize the crust of whatever you're cooking quickly. And unless you're slow roasting something, if you're doing it over really high heat, it can burn. So I don't want to use too much in there, but I want to get that flavor. So let's do some ginger and some garlic into it. My favorite trick with the microplane. And it's going to melt into this marinade and you're not going to have to worry about getting those big chunks. Perfect. Now ginger. Okay, another trick I love. Again, I'm into using as few tools as possible in the kitchen. You could certainly use a peeler to peel your ginger before you zest it, but you can also use the back of a spoon. Let's just give it a... Oh, it's so good. So it's breaking down the fiber in the ginger, so you won't get those weird bites. Looks good to me. Okay, let's think what else. I want to go soy/tamari with this. So fragrant. The thing I love to do is as I build a marinade, I think about the other things I want to serve with my protein, right? So ingredients that would kind of match nicely with this. Okay, just a hit. Kind of a wimp when it comes to heat, but I like it. Just very controlled. Okay. So the reason you'd want to follow a recipe as you're gaining confidence making marinades is if you're afraid that it's going to be too concentrated or not concentrated enough. So I love it looking at other people's measurements and then making it your own in terms of the ingredients you add. Let's see what I think. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm not going to touch this. I get everything. I get that soy, it's delicious. I get the punch of ginger and the garlic. I'm getting the heat now. It's ready to go. I'm going to add my meat. We'll let it marinate for, I don't know, 4 to 6 hours if I have time. If you're in a total pinch, an hour is better than nothing. I've shown you the basics for how to make any marinade, and now I can't wait for you to make one yourself.